another layout process video. This one is one I actually worked on this video. I actually worked over 3 days on this one video. Is that not insane for me? I always get a video done in one hit, one sitting, but I sort of dragged it out with this one for some reason. I don't know why. Probably just hashtag mum life. Now I'm using the Simple Stories Be Happy collection. I also use, what else do I use on this layout? Look, I just want to put it out there. I absolutely love this collection. Love it. I love the colors. I love the muted and the brighter. I love everything about this particular set. So I want to use all of this collection. I don't want to waste any of it. So I decided that on this particular layout, I was going to do some photos of Gizmo and I years ago when he was probably 1 or 2. And I was just taking some silly photos of us on the couch and he was just literally lapping it up. He's such a cutie. But I ended up, so all these papers except for the black, the solid black, they're all from the Simple Stories Be Happy collection. Now, I'm not sure if Crazy Craft Obsession have any more of it in stock, but that is where I did get my collection from. But hunt around where you are and you may still be able to get some of it. It's not that old, so, you know, if you can't get all of it, you may be able to get a 6x6 paper pad maybe, and then you could do some blocks with it or something like that. Now I am going to town. I love this blue gray looking piece. It's got hearts on it and it is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Now all I'm doing is tacking down my pieces. They're not fully glued down because I'm not sure if I want to layer things up behind it. I know I want to try and use everything in the sticker off the sticker sheet as well with this layout, with this collection. So I'm just, when you've got a generic topic like this, so it's just me and a dog, like it's me and Gizmo. So, or Gizmo and I, geez, I chipped my daughter for that the other day. It's just Giz and I, and he's a white dog. So basically I can pretty much go any direction with it. When I have photos like that, I love to pull out collections that have a specific, like this is about bees. So you've got lots of bees, you've got honeycomb, you've got flowers, you've got, you know, all those sort of bee puns. I like to pull out collections that do that because it allows me to just use up those bee things, I suppose you'd say. So it's really cool. I like it. And the page that I just pulled out, I do a little bit of fussy cutting because typically I don't always buy. I have done it a couple of times in the past. Actually, with the Cocoa Vanilla Happy Days collection, I did do it. I bought the flowers. So because I knew that I wanted to use lots and lots of the flowers because they're just gorgeous and I love them. So I did buy those, but I haven't bought a lot with this one. So I just bought you can buy Simple Stories so you can buy like the 12x12 paper pad, right? The papers. You can buy the 6x6. You can then also get the scrapbooking kit, which has got a 12x12 set of stickers that match the 12x12 sheets that you get, and the sheets are double-sided, so you can I find those ones are really good for me because by the time I've used those few the papers that are in that collection, I pretty much feel like I'm spent with it. I don't really want to keep creating with those flowers, those patterns, those colors, fill in the blank basically. So now let me see, I'm just doing some fussy cutting of some of these flowers. I don't make you watch me do all the fussy cutting because we all know how to fussy cut. It's pretty boring, but I actually find it really relaxing. I could sit and fussy cut for days on end. If my hands would let me do it, I would do it. Now, these are absolutely gorgeous, these flowers. there are, if you actually look at this sheet, there's actually 4 or 5 different flowers on that one sheet. I know they're all yellow and black with green, you know, like I get that, but they are actually different. So you can make bunches with them. If you fussy cut them out, you can create clusters with specific flowers, which is really good. So I'm just having a little bit of a play where I want these bits to go. I just want them to pretty much not completely close in and make a wreath around my photos, but I want them to go up and down the sides, and then I want some florals across the bottom near the title that I'm going to use, which is Be Awesome. I was actually going to put a P. You know how when I make a mistake and I forget to a letter or something, where you do like a little arrow and then put the letter. I was going to put a black P there and write Be Pawsome, but I didn't. I stopped myself. I'm like, no, that's a bit cheesy. Don't do that. So yeah, so it came together. Now, what am I doing? What am I doing in the next month? I mentioned it in the last video, and I'm going to mention it in this one as well. I am going to put pause on my self-purchasing papers for the month of September. The reason behind me doing that is I have so much paper. It is almost ridiculous for me to keep buying paper. That's just me. I have a lot of papers, and I'm sure we all do. And I'm one of these people, I've got to have the new stuff. I love the new stuff. No, I shouldn't say it like that. I don't have to have it all, but I like to get 1 or 2 sheets of things. And I have made the decision that I'm going to back off in September. So that is okay. I will do that, and I'm going to use, the reason why I'm doing it is because obviously September, a lot of people play along with Scraptember, and this is going to be my September thing that I'm doing. So I'm going to use my newer products, so my Distress Oxides, my mixed media items, my, you know, all my pastes, all my gels, all that sort of stuff, pearls, all those things that I have in my collection. And I'm going to show you over the whole month how you can actually bring all your current papers that you have in your collection, bring them alive with maybe a little bit of mixed media, maybe some paper piecing, maybe some just you looking at them slightly differently. Because just because the paper is old, I mean, there are some that we look at and just go, why did I buy that? But just because it's old doesn't mean that you can't use it and you can't make it new again. So that is why that is what I will be doing here on the channel for September. And I will be doing another 1 or 2 lives in September as well, because I absolutely love being able to talk to you and squirrel and show you things that you maybe, you know, it's something you haven't tried. And we did that on the last live, which was on Friday just gone. And it was very much, everyone really liked the idea that just because we were doing this layout doesn't mean we can't squirrel a bit and have a look and see what this does. And that's how I like to learn. Not necessarily sit and watch a process from top to bottom, but that's what I want to kind of incorporate into my lives. Now, yes, I did cut those flowers in half. Why? Because they're fussy cut and I've got more of them. I glued it down to the gingham, and I wanted to use that border strip. It's a nice scalloped border strip, and I thought, you know what, that would actually run really nice across the top there to give me a difference between the top and the bottom. I was going to run across the scalloped edge with some black pen. I don't think I do. I do think I changed my mind. But see, I just fussy cut these flowers again, the same ones again, and just put them down over the top, and you would never know that they were sliced in half. So there you go. See, problem solved. It doesn't matter. There's always a way to fix something that you think you've destroyed. I bet you can fix it. Now, I have failed to put up my photos from the layouts that I did on the live, and I've just been sidetracked with my daughter had her AFL game on her semi-final on Sunday, and we took her boyfriend with us, and he plays AFL as well. And we went out. We ended up having, after the game, they did lose unfortunately, but boy did they work hard. They left it all on the field. They didn't lose because they didn't try. They literally, these girls, mate, they when their coach said bring it, they did. They left it all on the field, and I was so proud of that whole team. They worked so well together, and they were just, unfortunately, there was a couple of goals that got through, and that was, but it's okay. We live and we learn, and we've got their awards dinner coming up in September, and we'll get that done, and then we will look on to season 2024. So, and in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy not having to sit down at the football oval for hours on end while she trains and all the rest of it. So I'll enjoy that time, which will give me more time to bring you content and different content and all that sort of stuff. Now I'm adding some flat back pearls. I'm using two different colors. I'm using the light, real pale green, and I'm using the real, it's like a eucalyptus green. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love it. Just to add some different texture and some dots through the florals. I really like doing that. I like adding, if it's not just flat back pearls, I also like adding liquid pearls, and just to add some different texture in there. So these flowers, I didn't curl them up. I didn't make them 3D. I wanted to, because that's what I normally do. I like to curl them up. Now, I left these all flat, so you can see the difference between my layouts, whether I do one that is curled up more, or if it's flat like this. You may prefer them flat because they flatten in the albums a little bit. I find when I curl mine up, they don't flatten as much as you think. So I'm going through the liquid pearls that I use. I'm using Evergreen, Sunflower, ONYX Pearl, which is the black, and White Pearl. White Opal. White Pearl, where'd I get that from? White Opal. So that is everything that I used on this layout. I absolutely love how it came together. Even though I managed to do this, I started it before the live, and I ended, sorry, that was YouTube telling me to check something. So I absolutely love how it turned out. And it, once you add the dots in there, it just helps tie it all together. That's in my opinion. You could also put some sequins in there if you wanted to. You could use some of the flat sequins. You could put some of that in there. You could put some glitter. You could do some glitter shapes. You could just cut some more leaves and do some flat, some curled up a little bit. There's heaps of different ways that you could make this layout your own. Now I'm just about done adding in my dots here and there, and I do end up doing a black line across the top. Oh, that's right. I did come in with the black going around in the flowers because they looked a bit flat. I know I keep saying the word flat. How many times can I say flat in one video? But because they're flat, I wanted the centers to pop a little bit more. So I did go around with the black to add where the white opal is, just to give it a bit extra. Now, this is where I bring in my black Posca paint pen, and I was just going to do the top and bottom, but then, yeah, my OCD wouldn't let me leave it like that. So I decided to run it all the way around, and that I really like. Then I just do a few lines in each corner, just like a little bit of a web kind of thing. And I love how that turned out. So here you go, guys. Here is the close-ups. I'll have everything linked in the description below. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you jump on board, hit the notification bell for every day that I load up a video. I do 6 videos a week minimum, so plus lives, plus extras sometimes. So let me know if there's anything you would like to see. And I absolutely love how this turned out. And I will chat to you again soon, guys. Bye for now.